Hi there, my name's Jack Cohen. I would like to introduce a device that I'm very fond of. It's an ionizing device by Enagic. The company has been 45 years out of Japan. It's an ISO certified 13485 certification medical device. Only one on the planet that does have that medical device designation. My background is I'm a certified holistic cancer practitioner, and I have the opportunity and good fortune to be able to suggest this device to people and assist them in their road to recovery. One of the wonderful things that have been studied about this water is it has, there's over 700 studies done on this water. Electrolytically reduced water. This is something that you can look up those studies, but in identifying the different properties of the Hunza Valley water, it was essentially mimicked in this device and has been being perfected over the last 50 years. Enagic, having 45 years of history, I found to be the best device. Now, the three main properties, or the three things that affect people in over 170 degenerative diseases are oxidative stress, and we all experience oxidative stress through our lifestyle, through the chemicals that rain down on us or we use in our household environment or our cars or Febrezes and you know, different things. If it has a smell, you're getting those particles in your nose, and those are a part of 85,000 industrial chemicals, a lot of which are not regulated or explored for their, you know, damaging effects. One of the properties of oxidative stress is this has the ability to separate through electrolysis the water and bring it to a living type water. I'll explain that by demonstrating right here the ORP, the oxidation reduction potential, and that's the potential to reduce oxidative stress, oxidation. And on the chart here, it shows the different levels. Basically it's a multimeter. We are all electrical beings. We operate on electricity, just like everything around us does. If we had no electrical charge, first, if we had a reduced electrical charge, we would start to feel really run down. If we charge up, we feel excellent, we feel clear, we think better, everything communicates faster. So on the chart here, there's a zero line for the voltage. Now in the positive means rusting, oxidizing. An automobile will rust because it's in the positive. It's an apple. You can cut an apple in half and put it out and it oxidizes. Also, you know, your skin oxidizes. We oxidize on an ongoing basis. So we have to supply our body with antioxidants. Now, antioxidants are typically in the negative end. Now how I can explain that is you have an atom, for example. Imagine this to be an atom. We have about 120 quadrillion atoms per red blood cell, and we have anywhere from 10 to 50 trillion red blood cells. So we have a lot of these. Now, as an oxidant, or just as a normal functioning atom, you have 8 negative electrons surrounding this atom. These 8 negative electrons allow the atom to be stable. Now, if you were to remove 2 or 3 of those electrons, what happens is this becomes unstable and starts to look for homeostasis. It looks to balance by stealing negative electrons from other parts of your body, which then is called a free radical that does damage, free radical damage. So an antioxidant is the other side of that. It is an atom that has an abundance of negative electrons, that it can donate some of these negative electrons to stabilize free radicals and still be stable. So when we move into the negative ORP, this is a logarithmic scale, not an exponential scale. So it climbs by ridiculous amounts. For example, if we move into green tea, for example, green tea is minus 100. That means it provides us a lot of antioxidant benefits. Now, if you were to take a cup of water out of here, and if it came out at minus 100, or you poured it and let it sit for a day or two, then it would oxidize. It would lose those negative electrons. And then you measured it, and when it became minus 100, it would still be equivalent to 1 cup of green tea. Now, if you took that out of the machine and let it sit for a while and measured it till it became minus 200, it would be equivalent to 6.9 cups of green tea. Now, it gets really crazy here. At 200, it's 48 cups of green tea. At 300, it's 328 cups of green tea. At minus 400, it's 49, 328. At minus 500, it's about 1,500 cups of green tea. And I might be off on the math a little bit, but at minus 600, it's over 15,600 cups of green tea. Did I get the math right on that? It's pretty close. Anyway, it's ridiculously high. Thank you. Yeah, and I'm hoping to see over minus 700, which is 107,000 cups of green tea. Try drinking that. Okay, and the equivalent of that in blueberries would be a dump truck load full. So not many people can consume that. So what we want to do is consume foods or beverages, first of all, in the negative ORP. If they go into this area, a positive ORP, they damage our cells again by stealing the negative electrons. So we're going to do a little demonstration here, and we're going to start with pouring some of these waters. This is a tap water. We're going to pour Dasani. Dasani and Aquafina are both Coke and Pepsi products, byproducts, and they're not very healthy. This is smart water. We're going to identify how smart this is. And Aquafina. Now, I could be wrong, but I think Aquafina is a Pepsi. This is Aqua Hydrate. This is supposed to be I think a 9 pH, 8.5 or 9 pH. Oh, there it is right there. pH 9 plus. Now, we'll talk about the pH shortly, but this represents Perrier, San Pellegrino, sparkling water. And Sprite. This represents all soft drinks. Pretty toxic. Now, again, this meter measures in millivolts. It's very, very sensitive. I don't know if we can see that, but I'll read it out as well. We'll start with tap water. Tap water, not terrible. 155, 156. We're going to go to Dasani water. Dasani, it's climbing, 240, 270. We'll let it sit there for a minute and give it a chance to stabilize. It's going up. It's going to keep going, keep going. 317, 318, 320. Pretty bad. Smart water. Let's see what that's looking like. 328. 328. Terribly oxidizing. That means every mouthful of this steals negative electrons from your body and ages you. Now, Aquafina, 350. It's still climbing. 354, 57, 58, 60. Wow. 375, 77, 380, we might even hit 400 with this. It's pretty toxic. 385, I'm gonna stop. This is, what's this one again? It's called Aqua Hydrate. 230, 220, down a bit, 218, still quite damaging. Over 400. San Pellegrino and Perrier, similar. Now a lot of these 420, wow, we're just right up there. Sodas, Pops, Coke, Sprite, 460. It's crazy. Look at that number. I don't know if we can see that, but that is positive 430. It's crazy. Now I'm going to put the Kangen water in the... I'm going to run some Kangen water in there. Give it a chance to... And let's see what we get here. Meter must be minus 750. Minus 750. Now, if you were to consume this right now, straight out of the cup, we're looking at about probably 500,000 cups of green tea in antioxidants. That's the negative electrons that are available, free negative electrons that are available to stabilize our free radical damage. So you start to sweep the body and clear out the free radical damage. Let's look at that again. That's beautiful. Minus 750. Doesn't get better than that.